For many people, a new house is needed, but for many families, they don't have to move, they just need to improve. Two spaces that can make all the difference in quality space are bathrooms and kitchens. Our first guest can remedy that situation. From what style and colors you want to the overall function of your space, the experts at Home Remedy will help you with even things you might not be thinking of. For this business, it's all in the family. I spoke with owner Mike Krigler Sr. and his son and project manager Mike Krigler Jr. about the love they have for the Central Houston community where they live and serve. Mike and Mike. So yes. I'll say Daddy Mike and Son Mike. All right. So as we all know, so many people have a home and think, gosh, if we could just move and get this or get that, when really you can just change and improve what you have within your own four walls. You are the home remedy to that.
Yes, we specialize in residential remodeling, so about half of our business is remodeling and updating, and the other half is repair. We've got to take care of both of those needs. That's our specialty, and also our area. We're kind of in the Northwest Houston area.
Yeah, where you have a lot of people wanting to get in those areas, especially the Spring Branch area because of the schools, right?
Yeah.
And when you want to get in there because of the schools, oftentimes a lot of those houses were the ranch houses built in the 50s and 60s, so some remodeling might need to be done. People can either go in and remodel the whole thing all at once, or there are certain areas of the house that we always know that really sell a home or make a home comfortable. And so you all will also specialize in things like kitchens and bathrooms.
Yeah,
that can make all the difference. And then of course a patio deck and patio covers can make outdoor living much more interesting. When you decided a career path, what made you decide this?
My dad was an engineer, my stepfather was an engineer. I've always liked to see things come together. I started right after high school. I got married when I was 18, and
had to hit the ground running.
I did. And I picked something that I think I would like to do.
What's interesting is that today, with things like HD TV and stuff, this is the job that's all the rage. But it's something that you can put hammer to nail to and start something, and then see the fruits of your labor on that finish. All right, Mike Jr.
Yes,
oftentimes kids run as far away as they can from their families, whatever their family's doing. You ran right on into it.
Yeah.
And so, what made you decide? Because you grew up watching it, right?
Yeah, definitely. I was always kind of around it. I'd go help my dad from the time I was really young, and he'd be very patient with me, and just learned a lot, and just always enjoyed doing it and spending time with him, and just kind of picked little bits up along the way that I enjoyed, and a lot of fun, get to meet a lot of different people.
Yeah, because you're dealing with something so personal, and that is someone's home.
Definitely.
But the experience is there. You have the experience through years. You have the experience through years in watching how it works. You are an award-winning service, and so you've been, Mike Jr., the project manager for over 20 years. All right, let's take a look at a couple of things that really can make a difference in a house. Usually the last room you see in the house before you go to bed, and the first one you see when you wake up in the morning, bathroom. You can gut that entire space, and then what's the process that people would go through to say, here's what I want?
Well, it's the initial interview. You can uncover most of it in your initial visit. Not only that, but we do so many bathrooms that it's sort of like a set script, The layouts are different, but sort of the going
and materials,
through it.
Maybe the look of it and all. But and the other thing, being an experienced company like you, some people will come in and give you the aesthetics, but you gotta get the foundation right first. Like, for example, if there's some leaking going on or some plumbing issues going on, you can address everything, electrical, all of it, right?
Yes, you want to change out a vanity. Well, when you pull it out, there's a wall, sheetrock damage. You just rip it all out, and that way you can see the plumbing that's behind there. You can change it to the new systems, PEX. You can make sure the wiring is up to date.
Yeah.
So most of the bathrooms we do would be down to the stud, so that we can make sure that what's behind there is what should be behind there.
Yeah, you can take care of that structure part, and then leave up to us the pretty part, right? Picking up the tile, the fixtures, the cabinetry, and also the quality cabinetry.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with their budget. What do you want to spend? You want custom cabinets that we build and finish twice as much as the cabinets that you can go buy that are already built.
Prefab ones,
prefab cabinets, and they're good quality, but it's just a different process.
Approach,
and then the flooring, hardware, the sink, all that type of stuff. And then you get to the other thing that sells homes, the kitchen. All right, take us through that process, because as we know, what's kind of funny with kitchens is there's different trends, right? There used to be, back in the day when your dad and I were growing up, the kitchen was hidden away, right? No one wanted to see what you were doing in there.
The walls.
And today, I would imagine you have a lot of people saying, we want the open living. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, typically the first question is, how different is it going to be from what it currently is? What's staying versus what's going. There's a lot of plumbing and electrical relocation and structural work It's a completely different approach than if we're just coming in, replacing cabinets, countertops, making, you know, updates and upgrades. So as a kind of, those are the two different levels, tiers to kitchen remodel, if it's just an update versus if it's a full remodel, you know.
You also have a process of your first steps when you book. Know your realistic budget. That's the first one, and you almost expect to go over it, because I know I'm guilty of. You show up and you go, okay, we're going to do this countertop, and then you show up and look at the countertops and go, what is that one over there? It's a lot more expensive.
Exactly.
Do you want to pay for it? Decide where you want to put your money, right? But you all have a customer checklist on the website, but there's all kinds of things to consider. One is, how does your family live? Is everyone eating at the kitchen countertop in the morning? Are you wanting that to be your lounge spot for entertaining? And then also get a consultation.
Is basically with us, with the project managers.
When we're with you all, the thing is, it's a streamlined process. You have a one manager process, just one person you're calling who knows all the trades that are working on what it is that you need to be done. So you get, you know, questions and answers done quicker, and your philosophy is no sales gimmicks, and you are a true family business. But the other thing I want to touch on is you also love the community you serve. You support a number of nonprofit things, including the Salvation Army. You all built out a library that's absolutely amazing. You've worked with the Mission of Yahweh.
Yeah, I'm on the board of directors at the Mission of Yahweh. And I've been involved with them for probably 20 years or so, back when I was a youth counselor. We would take the kids down there and have a service down there with them. In the last 10 years, I've sort of gotten more involved with the mission. You know, we're building a couple new dorm buildings over there right now, and upgrading some of the other buildings. We work with some volunteer groups. It's wonderful. It's great to give back to the community, and it's such a good cause too. The women that are there, you know, often have
fleeing domestic violence. A lot of them, And then Home Remedy also sponsors annually the Rachel Pendray Memorial Scholarship, awarded to a deserving SBISD student. The area that you live in, and education is close to home for you as well. So thank you all for all that you do to help people make that house a home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And as a reminder, Home Remedy currently serves certain areas, including but not limited to Spring Branch, Memorial, The Heights, Montrose, Cypress, and Katy. Please check their website for the full list of areas served. If you're a part of these communities and want to learn more about how Home Remedy can beautify and remodel your house, or to request a complimentary consultation, visit them online at homeremedyhouston.com. You can also give them a call at 713-939-7717. Again, that's 713-939-7717. More of their work is also posted on Instagram at Home Remedy Houston.